Hello, my lovely YouTubers. It's GC Adams here. I have been going for a very long time. This is my first Breyerfest since 2019. So I kind of went all out because I sold some horses that I regretted selling. And I went to Breyerfest and did like a whole redemption thing. And I redeemed myself and bought some of the horses back that I sold a long time ago. So I guess we'll dip into my Breyerfest haul, my Breyerfest 2025 haul. So first off, I guess we'll start with the celebration horse. This is Fish, and I'm sorry if you hear my dogs out there. They're very loud. I have 3 of them. This is Fish. He came with this awesome Cheers to 25 Years Breyer blanket. And here's this boy right here. He is phenomenal. And let me tell you, this horse and his owner were absolutely amazing. The lady that rides him now as his primary caretaker, she was very, very sweet. And her horse is very sweet too. Fish was just so nosy and he just wanted to be in everybody's business. And I love horses like that. Like, I love a good nosy horse. So speaking of Fish, I also got one signed as well. I'm keeping him in the box for the time being. And I also got the VIP ticket, so I got all the packs of stablemate. So here is, I can't remember, Prosecco, I think that's his name. I think his name is Prosecco. Yeah, this is probably my favorite stablemate out of all of them, honestly. I cannot remember this guy's name, but he's very glossy. And I love him, and his dapples are very, very good. I'm so sorry, my camera is not giving him any justice here. I know this is Bellini, though. Didn't like this horse at first, but I have a thing for polo horses. I don't know why. I'm obsessed. But here's Prosecco. Yeah, that shelf up there is, yeah. I bought too many horses at Breyerfest, and that's kind of my shelf up there that they were taken from. Can't remember this one's name, I'm not gonna lie. But this horse has grown on me a lot. Did not like him at first, but you know. You never know until you see it in person, right? I also got Party Pal. I was not a fan of the black horse that was there, one of the store horses. So I went ahead and bought this guy, and I'm very glad I got him. He's so cute in his little hat. I got the one with the yellow pom-pom. I went to the Clarion on Wednesday night, so I guess I'll start with that first. One of my Clarion purchases was Mariah's Boone. He was new in box. I got him for, I think, $90. Yeah, I had a couple of copies of this guy, and then I sold him off, but I really wanted him back since he was this is my first Breyerfest I ever went to. It was Breyerfest 2012, and I just had to have him back. He is a wonderful addition to the collection again. Also, I guess this is my first purchase of the night for the Clarion on Wednesday night was, I don't know how to say his name. I'm totally going to butcher it, so I'm not going to embarrass myself like that. But he is from Breyerfest 2015. I know his name, like I said, don't want to butcher it, so I'm just going to leave it alone. But this is him, and he's on the Mulwari mold. He has a swishy tail, and I absolutely love him, in the different mane and the ears, obviously. But yes, I really wanted him when I went to Breyerfest this year in 2015. I got him, and I sold him, like I said, redeeming myself in my collection. So, let's see, another purchase is Toadless. I own this horse as well. I paid $30 for this guy. Oh, and I paid $120 for this guy. So still not that bad. I saw ones that were way more expensive in the Clarion. I'm going to be purchasing some metal stands since this surprise horse was on this mold. So I'm going to lift the plastic for a minute and until I can afford some metal stands because I must go back to work to afford some. This is Roxy. Never owned a Roxy, but I've always wanted to own one. So I found her for $70. She's very cute, no flaws whatsoever. I'm very surprised, very happy with it. But yeah, like I said, I've always wanted to own one, and I'm finally glad I was able to at this Breyerfest. My last purchase of the Clarion was this guy. I was not sure about him. I'm not in the Premier Club, so the Clarion, I saw somebody shining a light on him, and I was like, I need that horse. So she was asking $225, and I talked her down to $195. So I'm very happy to have this guy in my collection. The camera does not do him justice. Like, you can't really see his dapples in my camera. You can a little bit, but my regular old iPhone camera. But he is such a good boy. I love him. So my Thursday night Clarion haul, I went, and my dad and my grandma went with me since they wanted to come along and attend. So one of my purchases I was looking for and was not leaving the hotel until I found it was this guy, Pop the Cork. I think he's a bay, Pop the Cork. I'm not good with horse colors. I'm not gonna lie. I used to own this guy as well, but I paid $175 for this guy, I think. But yeah, I really, really love this guy so much. Like, he's one of my favorites. I had to come up with him. The next horse that I have or got on the Clarion on, what was that? I'm losing my train of thought. Thursday night was this guy. Bolero, I think his name. I think his name is Bolero. I can't remember. Like the gas station, but with the B. Bolero. Yeah, I love the Fireheart mold so much. Like, I love that mold so much. But I got this guy for $70. And I actually got in the collector club the year that this guy came out, but I got in it too late, so I missed out on him. So I was like, I have to own this guy. He is so gorgeous, and those dapples are just so beautiful. It's so yummy. I love them. Another guy on that I got on Thursday night was Padre. Oh my goodness, I'm losing my mind. Like I said, I got him for $25 new in box, and it was kind of a deal I just couldn't pass up because I've been seeing a lot of them for sale for a lot of money. So I went ahead and bought them while I saw the price, because I'm honestly on the lookout for a new box spirit. So I was like, might as well just buy a Padre while I'm out. So yeah, got this guy for $25, and I just love him. Like, he's just a wonderful addition to my collection. Another horse I got, I'm trying not to create a domino effect over here, is Pecos. Always wanted to own this horse. I've never owned him before I sold my collection off, but I'm glad I own him now. Those dapples are so pretty. Like, he's like, oh, he's so gorgeous. He's just a pretty boy. Like, I've never owned him, and I wanted to own him, so I made it happen this Breyerfest, and I'm very proud of myself. Another purchase I made on Thursday night at the Clarion was a horse that I was not leaving without, because this horse I have regretted selling ever since I packed him up and sold him. So this is Prince of Chance. I got him for $200, which I don't know if that's a bad price or not, but he was the only one that I saw in the Clarion, so I was like, I'm jumping on that because I'm not missing out on him, not walking out the door without this horse. And he's also from Breyerfest 2012, the same year that Mariah's Boone was the celebration horse. So he wasn't popular at the time, but he is more popular now. So I had him sitting out on my table with me when I was sitting in the lobby at the Clarion, and he was just a conversation starter. Everybody just started pouring in and asking me questions about who he was or where did I get him. And I was just, this is Prince of Chance. Like, I'm just happy to have him back in my collection. Like, I shed a couple of tears, honestly. It's just so surreal because I love this guy. I'm very sad that I sold him, but so happy to have him back. He's just that beautiful, beautiful turquoise color with a couple of floral designs on the side of him and on his little forehead right there. He's just a good boy. I love him. With those little socks he's got going on, those white socks. Sorry, I can't stop talking about him. My last, like, big purchase Thursday night was Alborozo. And they were asking $600 for him, but I talked her down to $550. So I got a new box Alborozo for $550. Yes. I'm so happy with him. And he's just so gorgeous. I love him so much. Alright, that was all for my Thursday haul. So on Friday, went to the park, first day of Breyerfest, and I guess I'll start with my special runs I got. Let's see. So I got Future Bright. This is one horse that I had to bring home with me, and I saw there was a roach mane variation, and honestly, I wanted to come home with the long mane variation, and I did, and I'm very happy. I think, well, he is underrated, and he needs more love than what he's being given. And my other special run I got, my favorites, I got the Decorator Toeless. I was not sure about this guy, but then I unwrapped him when I got home, and I was like, I am going to keep him. I almost smacked myself in the face with his face, but you know what? It's okay. It's fine. He's got pink right there behind on his back, and then he's got, like, kind of melt down into the blue. He's just a really, really cute guy. I'm very happy with him, too. That's the only special run ticket I had, but outside the special run line, this lady was selling this guy because she was trying for a holographic one and she didn't get it, so she was selling him for the asking price. So I got him for the asking price. His name is YOLO. He's so pretty. I actually told my dad that I needed to go to the Clarion that night and find one because I'm going to come home with a YOLO. So I'm just happy that it happened that way. And then she gave me that other fish, so I went ahead and got it signed. So she said I can buy this horse and get a free fish with it. So, I mean, win-win, you know? I waited in the store line for 2.5 hours, but you know what? It's okay. It was totally worth it. I got to talk to some older collectors and I learned a lot. And it was just so fun just talking to the older collectors. So when I went in the store, this is one of my first store purchases, I got this guy. He was my favorite of the 5. I just love his color. I love the mold he's on. Wasn't really a fan of the other molds they picked for the series, but I had to come home with this guy, and he was the last one in the store for that day. So went ahead and picked him up, and he is so gorgeous. He's got those little silhouettes of other Breyer molds on his body, which is very cute. I love him so much. Next horse I got in the store was Polo Pony. This horse was the main reason why I went into the store. This guy. And he ended up being very flawed. I guess I didn't look that well. So I'm going to have to bite myself next time for doing that. Like, I'm going to punch myself because I'm over here standing in a room full of horses of the same color and I'm not looking at variations. So I ended up keeping him in the box. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get rid of him or not. So that's him. And then the other horse I got in the Breyerfest store was this lady. Well, no. I got this one with my VIP ticket. This is another horse that I picked off that ticket. And she's so pretty. I love her one little white sock she's got right there. And they haven't used this particular, like, not mold, but this part, like, you know, this mold has different interchangeable manes and tails. But they haven't used this one since 2010. With Gold Raven, so they haven't really used this particular part of the mold since 2010 with the World Equestrian Games. She also has Breyerfest 2025 on her belly, which is not going to zoom in for me because my camera hates me. Alright, and then another horse that I got on Friday was I went to the Kentucky Horse Park gift shop and got an Ophelia. The only thing that's wrong with her is her side. It's very scratched a little bit. I don't show anymore, so it doesn't really matter. But, you know, when you pay $50-something for a horse, you want it to look good, right? But, you know, you get what you get. But I had to get this horse because my dog's name is Ophelia. And this horse is so beautiful and she means the world to me. And I just had to have her. I mean, you know, this horse is named after my dog. Like, come on, people. I also got at the Kentucky Horse Park store this little stablemate pack. 75th anniversary stablemate pack. So I got this guy that came with it. And I also got this little gold nugget guy on the Django mold, stablemate Django. He is very pretty. I love him. And then I also got this little mini Othello. He's all blue. Isn't he just gorgeous? I also have this guy. He's the reason why I bought it, basically, because he's holographic, dude. He's so cool. This guy's a little holographic miniature Fireheart. He is so cute. And then my last purchase, well, not my last, my last Friday purchase was, went to Clary and I bought this girl. I used the last of my money on this girl because I was kind of tired by Friday. I'm not going to lie. I'm more like a one-day festival kind of girl. Yeah, this is the horse I was talking about a minute ago that hasn't been produced since this horse. So that's this particular part of the mold with their manes, tails. Yeah, and you know how the way their heads are going, right? You know, you see what I'm saying. We're all model horse people here. This is Gold Raven. I got her for an absolute steal from Chelsea's Model Horses. Yeah, she's so cute. Look at her little nose. Oh my goodness. This horse, I owned this horse as well before I left the hobby, and I really wanted her back. I don't think a Just a Dream conga is complete without a Gold Raven. Like, she did not come with her hang tag, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's okay. I'm very happy to have her sweet little face back in the collection. I just really adore this horse and her little flea bites. That was all for my Friday haul. So on Saturday, I was kind of just over it, really, of the heat and stuff, which I should be used to the heat since I live in Texas. On Saturday, I usually go around the park and look at the real horse stuff. I kind of dedicate Saturday to real horse stuff and kind of chilling out a little bit, you know. So the first horse I got was a trade with my friend Breyer Mustangs on Instagram. But this is a Stablemate Club release from this year. It's a Tennessee Walker. And she has, I think, this one brown eye right there. One brown eye there. And then the blue eye right here. Like, So cute. Like I said, my camera's not gonna work with me here. Like, come on, camera. I fell in love with this horse. She is so cute. I love her. Isn't she just adorable? Her little blue ribbon going through her hair. She's just a really pretty horse. My other friend from Instagram, Green Oaks Breyer, she actually went to the store line and got me another party pal for my grandma. So that was at her house in Kentucky. And then she also got me a polo pony. I sent her the money to get me another polo pony since she got in the Breyerfest line early. To go ahead and grab me one, and she was more than happy to grab me another one. This copy is much better than the copy I picked out. He just came out with the nose rub right here, which I said it's fine because I don't show anymore. I think that was all for that horse. And then he has like a tiny, you can see it right there, tiny flaw on that side, but it's totally fine. I'm just totally glad to have a roached mane Smarty Jones mold in my condo. Well, in my collection, really. Just love this mold. And his tail is very detailed. Detailed tail. It's got the braids in it. It's got a little butt tattoo. Alright, and the last horse that I bought for Breyerfest this year was Bow and Arrow. And funny story about this guy, I picked him up a few times my first initial day in the store, my only day in the store, and I've kept putting him down, and I thought about him all night, and I was like, I really want that horse. He's just a big old chunk. Isn't he just the cutest? He's got a big old white spot on his side. He's just really cute. He's got little black dots on his nose. Like, you can't get any cuter than that. Look at that angle. Look at that. That's great. So somebody on Instagram sold them to me for, I think, $95. So I think spending $10 extra instead of waiting in that Breyerfest line was better for me than standing in the line, because like I said, I wanted to dedicate the second day to the real horses themselves and enjoy myself at the park. So that's this guy that I got for $95. Isn't he just hanging over his little face spots? Aren't they just so cute? They're so cute. That was my Breyerfest loot haul. My 2025 Breyerfest loot haul. I'm very happy with my purchases, and I'm very happy I got to hang out with some friends, and I see incredible horses and incredible demonstrations of the horse all weekend. I just was completely surprised of how happy I was. Like, I wasn't really surprised. I was just very happy that I was happy, since I haven't been that way in a very long time. And I have worked my butt off overtime the past 8 months to get to Breyerfest. So I am one happy lady. And it was so nice seeing you guys again. And I hope to make more videos and new content soon. And I'm sorry for being away for so long. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank y'all.